guys, it's Hadley Tate here with On the Spotlight. Today we have Coach Mike V with us today, and we're going to sit here and get to know him a little bit better. So, Mike, you're the coach of the rodeo team here at Weatherford, correct?
That's right.
All right. What was your first year doing that? Like, how many years have you been doing it?
This is my 11th year here.
11th year here. Okay. And in those 11 years, Mr. Mike here, he won't brag on himself, but I definitely will, has had very many accomplishments. Two of your students, right, have made the NFR and have went on very far. A lot of his other students are pro and have a very successful pro rodeo career. But I want to go back to when you rodeoed. So when you rodeoed, what event did you do?
My main event was the bull riding.
Okay.
And I rode bareback horses some and team rope some.
Okay, perfect. And were you on the rodeo team here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Keeping the tradition going.
Go dogs.
Exactly. It's bred in you. Okay, so one thing that you really focus on with the rodeo team is mental and preparing us that way. What got you started in that?
Well, I actually lucked out, I guess, when I was in middle school and got a hold of a book called Psycho-Cybernetics and another one called Peak Performance. And I read those books, and they really helped me in my sports, my school sports, and in rodeo. And I couldn't believe the actual results I got with that, because at a certain level, when the technique and mechanics at a certain level is, your competition is pretty even, the one thing that separates that is having a mental process. So, always developing consistency. You can't control what an animal does. You can't control what the weather, all this, but you can control your preparation, physical and mental. So, when I came here, it's like, well, if you ask anybody, if even I ask you, what percent of your event is mental versus physical? How much mental percent?
I would say, I think we've talked about it, it's over 90%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, how much time are you spending on the mental aspect of your sport?
Mm-hmm.
So in any elite athletes, I mean, the Russians, that's what the book Peak Performance was. The Russians had a mental training program in the 70s for all their Olympic athletes. So, and they I'm sure they've continued that.
Yeah.
But they were like really dominant at that time. So a lot of people have studied that, and now it's available to us.
Yeah, and it clearly has worked out, because last year we were reserved women champions nationally. And so, it clearly is working out for the team and everything. I'll say me personally has helped every bit of rodeo. It changes your aspect and the way you look at rodeo even, I would say. So another thing about you is your family is a big help for your coaching career. And I will say his wife does not get enough credit, because she is behind the scenes, doing everything. But a really cool aspect is that you've kept your family in the rodeo and like a part of the rodeo team. I think that's super cool. I think it's awesome. Tonight, his son is in nationals, right? Or state?
It's state wrestling tournament.
And yeah. I think he's going to be more nervous than his son is, if you're asking me.
Yeah, she's right.
Okay, one more question for you. What is one thing you could tell a younger student who's trying to get recruited? What are things that you, a coach, look for in a student?
I look for somebody that has, number one, that has a tremendous work ethic. Somebody that is either really behaving professionally or has potential to. Somebody that obviously has talent, but I do look at skill more than talent, and that's from the work. Mm-hmm. And if they're a positive person that I would like to travel with, then that's going to help them out too.
Yeah.
If I ask myself, would I travel with this person, and say no, I probably wouldn't want them on the team.
And I really feel like we were kind of the underdogs last year. No one expected us to come out. And then, our team used all the mental and the skills that Mr. V has given us. And, we really did shock everyone. Our men's and women's team definitely dominated. So, last weekend we had 9 people in short go, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a good rodeo for us.
It was, for sure.
It was a good rodeo. We didn't just knock it out of the park, but it was a good, solid performance.
What are your goals for this semester for your team?
Really, as far as a coach, is to help everybody or give them what I can in any way, we want to develop consistency.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely have the talent and skill to win. It's just we got to be consistent. And so it's if we're focused on, I know everybody has goals in place. I've talked to a lot of our team about that on an individual basis. Then it's like, now all we got to do is get to work and be consistent.
Yeah. Well, I definitely think this year I know we have the talent, and I know with you behind us, we can definitely make it happen. So I'm excited for a season, and let's go Dogs. We'll see you guys next time.
Go Dogs.